Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I want to talk about brainwashing ourselves. And I know it sounds a little bit controversial because brainwashing usually is connected to a more negative political propaganda, maybe. But I want to use it in terms of maybe actually like conditioning ourselves. And I am a huge fan of the concept of brainwashing ourselves in a positive way, affirmatively, with good information, with good energy, with good nourishing um, words and sounds and impressions, right? Because we absorb information and energy through all of our senses, right? Smells, sight, hearing, touch, taste, right? So brainwashing, I see it as a way of digesting and ingesting input. And we are all constantly processing input, whether it is from our social environment, the environment we're living in, the things we are eating, everything affects us on different levels, right? And from the moment we're born, we start to digest an input of a stream of inputs, right? And so we might grow up hearing from our parents like, hey, you're not good enough, you're a failure, you can do better, you should work harder. Like, and this is actually kind of brainwashing ourselves into believing that we should work harder or that we are not enough, or, because they constantly keep being repeated. This information keeps being repeated. Maybe we get served unhealthy foods when we grow up, or or maybe we can get served healthy foods like fruits and vegetables and lots of different grains and a wide variety of foods, right? But the continuous repeating of environments and words and all these things add up, right? And at some point, you can start to become aware of all the information that you absorb. And in this moment, when you become aware of the information that you absorb, you can start to make a conscious decision. And I believe it's very important to make a conscious decision to absorb nourishing energy, nourishing input, nourishing information that makes you better, that makes you grow, that doesn't bring you down, that doesn't create a negative energy inside you, right? Like, of course, not you cannot control everything around you. There is simply no possibility. Like, it's very difficult to control everything that surrounds you, but you have a large degree of control. Like, you can choose which foods you buy, you can choose which people you hang out with, you can choose where you go for a walk, whatever it is, right? You can choose your environment. Like, if you're stuck in a place that you don't enjoy, that you think is not nice, that doesn't look good, or if you're going for a walk and there is a place that you think is ugly or gives you the creeps, you can remove yourself from that situation. You can choose to go somewhere else. You can choose to read different books. You can choose to read different um, radio shows. You can choose to watch different YouTube videos or movies or documentaries, right? But all the information that we consume, it's adding up. And if we choose bad information or information that hurts us, and we continue to digest this information, we will instill these inside ourselves. We will brainwash ourselves to believe negative thoughts. We will create a lot of negative beliefs, and this is, I believe, a huge source of negative beliefs within people, where their environment keeps instilling these these negative thoughts, and then they repeat them to themselves, and then they continue to build on those, and they brainwash themselves into believing they're unworthy or not good enough, or not able to be successful, right? So we want to become aware of the information that we are consuming and pick the best information. Be critical, be exclude all the bad things, and be very meticulous with the things you digest, with the information you process, right? You want to avoid, I believe, negative things like the news or shitty TV shows that don't teach you nothing, or that that don't add to your personal development. And of course you can watch a reality show from time to time, because I believe there is sometimes also very valuable information in those shows, because they can uh, show you how people interact, or there's also things to be learned. But try to look at these things with a perspective that you want to learn something. You don't want to take these things at face value, and even try to reduce the amount of time you spend consuming this type of content, because subconsciously you're ingesting this, you're processing this, you're brainwashing yourself into believing certain things that maybe happen regularly, like all the drama. Like, for instance, you might start to believe that the relationship is supposed to be dramatic, and so you want to be very meticulous with the information that you ingest, and you want to pick as much good information as you can, and then brainwash yourself with this information. So I like to read lots of inspiring books, and I have a Bluetooth headset. I didn't bring it with me, but I'm almost constantly wearing this Bluetooth headset, and I'm listening to audiobooks, inspiring audiobooks, watching inspiring YouTube videos. And I even don't necessarily watch the YouTube video, but I just listen to the people talk, right? And that way I kind of brainwash myself with these inspiring thoughts, with this good information, this good energy. And by constantly, not, of course not always constantly, because I got to do other stuff as well, and like talk to people, etc. But even that, talking to people, you want to pick the people that give you good energy, that provide you with inspiring conversations, stimulating conversations. You want to reduce the amount of time you spend with people who are constantly nagging and complaining and judging and blaming, right? Because this will brainwash you into a state of blame, into a state of negativity, and you want to avoid it as much as possible. Of course, sometimes a friend can find themselves in a negative state of mind, and then you want to be there for them and support them. However, keep an eye on their progression, right? If they stay stuck there, then it's not your responsibility to take them out of there, and you might want to reduce the amount of time that you spend with these people, because their negativity affects your mental state, your health. And if you let yourself be dragged down by their negativity, then you also become less um, less inspired, less good, less potent. Like, you reduce the amount of energy that you can provide to other people to be inspiring and to be good, right? So you want to reduce the amount of time that you spend in negativity, and you want to be very aware of the information that you absorb. And so what I really like to do is, like I said earlier, I take my Bluetooth headset and I just take my phone with me, and I brainwash myself with all the good information that I can find. Affirmations about that you're a good person who is capable of success, who is destined for greatness, who is compassionate, who is kind. People who talk about how they deal with difficulties, how they overcome difficulties. People who talk about success. People who talk about emotional awareness. People who talk about meditation. People who have stimulating conversations. I love to listen to Joe Rogan podcast, for example. Like, not all his stuff, but there is a lot of good information in there, right? Mouth of the Ape, Corey Wayne. Kurskazakt is one of my favorite channels that teaches you like a lot of good information about interesting topics. Like, there's so much good information out there, and by brainwashing myself with this good information, there is no room for negativity. There's no room for, oh, you're worthless, you're not good at nothing, like you will never make it. No, because I'm constantly brainwashing myself with good information, with people who are successful, with people who teach that basically anything you put your mind to is possible, right? And by doing that, you condition yourself. You condition yourself to believe that you are able and capable to achieve the things that you want to achieve. You actually revert the negative brainwashing that has been taking place years and years and years when you grew up, right? Maybe unaware, maybe you were unaware, and maybe you're still doing it, right? By listening to negative radio shows, or like reading lots of news and negative news and things that drag you down. You wanna become aware, and then gradually or even drastically reduce the amount of negative energy and information you're digesting and consuming, You want to increase the good energy, the good information, the affirmation, things that that make you grow, that instill a sense of excitement and joy and love in you, things that inspire you, that make you want to move forward. Like, because if you're, for example, you're feeling yourself you're finding yourself in a situation where you feel negative or stuck or whatever, and if you're then ingesting negative information, blaming, complaining, all these, lower vibrational states, then you will keep yourself stuck there. But if you brainwash yourself with people who got out of there, like telling inspiring stories, validating your emotions, saying that it's okay to feel like that. However, you want to start taking action towards feeling better, like doing things that make you feel good, inspiring things. If you day by day by day hear someone say this to you, like you can cultivate the habit of saying this to yourself in your mind, right? By writing affirmations, by thinking grateful thoughts, by becoming aware, and by thinking about whatever is going on right now that you can find joy and peace in, right? But you can also have other people tell you these things constantly, I mean, not necessarily constantly, because you don't want to become, how would I say, addicted or dependent on these things, right? You don't want to become dependent on somebody constantly saying affirmations inside your ears, or you don't want to become dependent. But you can increase the amount of time you spend in a positive growth environment, where even the people you're listening to on YouTube tell you that it's possible to overcome your obstacles, that it's possible to achieve success, that you are good for taking action towards achieving your goals, right? If you take some time out of your day, like I love to do it when I'm walking, or when I'm doing the dishes, or when I'm working out. I love to listen to these things, because then I'm feeling like I'm taking care of my environment, I'm taking care of my body and of my mind. And it's easy because I don't have to necessarily pay too much attention. Like, I do pay a lot of attention, but sometimes your mind drifts, but still subconsciously the information is being processed, right? And I believe that by brainwashing yourself in this positive way, you can become the person you really want to become. And it really helps by to hear people affirm your capabilities, to hear people tell you that it's okay to feel like you do, however, that you are also able and capable to take action towards making yourself feel better, so there is not only the listening to inspiring people. Also, take care of your body, take care of which foods you consume, and like I said earlier, the people you surround yourself with. There is this saying, or this study that has been done: you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And this is really true. Like, if you hang out with 5 people who are negative and blaming and sad and depressed, then you will also be negative and blaming and sad and depressed, because you will surround yourself. It's like, the synergy. People affect each other, and the mirror neurons, which are basically, whenever we perceive another person, or there is parts in our brain that immediately mirror their state. So if you see somebody cry, or if you see somebody hurt themselves, we kind of like, by seeing them, we our mirror neurons get activated, and we feel their pain. We feel their pain. That's, for example, when in a movie, um, when somebody is crying or something bad happens, we also sometimes cry because we feel the pain of the person. These are the mirror neurons, right? And so if you surround yourself with people who are negative and depressed and blaming and constantly, then you will adapt their behavior. And it's a two way street, right? You surround yourself with these people, and if you are like that, you attract these people, and they in turn will make you more like that. So it's a vicious circle, kind of, that's very difficult to get out of. And it starts with awareness. It starts with knowing that, okay, this is the place that I find myself in. I want to get out of here. Let me look for information that allows me to get out of here. Let me look for nourishing people, nourishing books, nourishing podcasts, nourishing foods, and look for people to surround myself with that are on this path, that are becoming better, that are in a more positive mind state, that take action. And if you surround yourself with those people, you will automatically get up to their level slowly. But you have to realize that the people you surround yourself with, the 5 people you surround yourself with the most, they will have a huge impact on your life. Like, if you surround yourself with successful people who don't blame, who don't nag. Sometimes maybe they do, because we're just humans, right? It's okay to sometimes do that. Like, I do that, my friends do that, everybody does it. However, you don't want to keep yourself stuck there. And when these people, they don't keep themselves stuck there, they realize, okay, right now is a day off, and they move on. They keep pushing it. If you have people like that in your social circle, and you surround yourself with these types of people, you will automatically find yourself moving towards their level, right? And you wanna continuously upgrade your surroundings. You want to either look for people who are at the level you want to be at, and then you will, by osmosis, you will reach their level slowly. Or you want to inspire your friends to also want to grow, right? But if they are negligent, and they want to stay stuck in this negative state of mind, then you gotta realize that, okay, my values and my goals are important to me. And then you gotta just reduce the amount of time you spend with them. You don't necessarily gotta cut all cords immediately and never talk to them ever again. But you have to realize that if you have goals for yourself, values, and want to reach a certain point in life, then you gotta also understand that the people that are not there, or don't want to go there, want to stay stuck in a lower vibration, a lower negative state of mind, then you gotta realize that you have to leave these people behind, and not completely abandon them. That's not what I'm saying. But you want to reduce the amount of time you spend with them, or the amount of time you communicate with them, because it's the brainwashing thing again, right? They will be more negative, and you will brainwash yourself, you will condition yourself in this negative state of mind. um, but if you surround yourself with positive people, they will also spread more positive information, more positive energy, and you will brainwash yourself with their positivity, so you surround yourself with positive podcasts, books, videos, movies, surroundings, environments, and people, and foods, and everything. And it all adds up day by day by day by day. You keep building on your previous brainwashing. You keep positively reaffirming yourself, your own habits, your own beliefs. The people that surround you, they will also reaffirm you. They will inspire you, they will support you, and you will give support and provide inspiration back to them, right? And you build and build and build. Rising oceans lifts all ships. So this is a very good place to find yourself in. But it all starts with the awareness that when you find yourself in a place that you don't want to be at, you gotta take action towards moving in another direction. And it starts with swapping negative sources of negative energy, for sources of better energy, for better information, for more inspiring, uplifting things. You wanna look for healthy foods. You wanna look for uplifting people, uplifting material you consume. And I really like to, like I said earlier, brainwash myself with good information on a daily basis. Like, at least 1 or 2 hours I listen to inspiring people talk. And they talk in a you person. You are good, you are inspiring, you are able to do this, you are able to overcome this. It's okay that you feel this way. That's also why I try to talk like that to you, right? If you're listening to me, you can put me on your headphones, and you can just leave me there. You can leave me talk for half an hour, and you don't even have to, like, make notes, or you can just play it in the background, or you can just listen to me talk whenever you're doing your dishes. And you will ingest the affirmative words that I'm saying. You will ingest the good energy that I'm sending you, because I know what it's like to feel sad, to feel depressed, to feel like nothing's working out, to feel like you're stuck. I know what it's like, and it's very, 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 very difficult to get out there. However, it's possible to do that, you know? It's possible to do that day by day by day, step by step. And a huge part of the way that I got out is by brainwashing myself with positive, good, nourishing information, food, people, and environments. And I believe it can serve you as well. And you can start with small things, you know. You can start with 10 minutes, even 5 minutes, doesn't matter, and swap one unhealthy food you're eating on a daily basis for a more healthy alternative. Like if you eat a cookie every day, swap it for an apple, whatever it is, right? And of course you want to keep some foods in there that you really enjoy, because I believe that variety is very important in your diet. But like, you know, small things like daily, on a daily basis, and then you will see that when you look back 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, you'll be like, wow, I made such a huge transformation, and there are so many things that I learned. And I believe that can also be very, very interesting to journal a little bit about it, you know, to write down your thoughts, and then maybe a year later you can look back and you'll be like, whoa, was I in that place? How crazy. Like I've come such a long way. And it happened by brainwashing myself, by continuously taking action, by, you know, by keep improving myself, and sharing these things with the people that I love, and realizing that, okay, it is possible for me to move from this place to another place, and it just takes time, effort, and dedication, and patience, right? And this is something that personally for me is very useful to keep in mind, and it gives me strength, it motivates me, it keeps me going. And so that is what I wanted to share with you guys. So I highly recommend you buy a headset, or, you know, Bluetooth earplugs, earphones, earbuds, and just try to play some inspiring stuff, people talking during some chores, or when you're commuting, or when you're going for a walk, whatever it is, and just listen to things, listen to people sharing good information. And there's tons of good stuff out there. Like, I love to use Audible, for example. It's a fantastic app. You can download great books, and it's so easy. Like, I don't really read, like, you know, a physical book, because it requires me to sit down and to, like, really take the time. But when I'm just listening to something, I can do something else at the same time, and this is like so effective for me. I love it. Like, it's fantastic. It's like the ultimate multitasking for me. I love it because I can just be, like, you know, doing the necessary things, but I can listen to someone sharing valuable information with me, and it inspires me and makes me grow, and I love it. It nourishes me. So I highly recommend you also check it out, try it out. Um, and I promise you will not regret it. It's for me. It's one of the best investments I've made. I've learned so much from listening to audiobooks and podcasts and YouTube videos. So yeah, I hope I can be a similar source of good information for you guys. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. So thank you for being brave. Thank you for looking inwards. Thank you for making yourself and thus the world a better place one step at a time. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Talk soon. Bye.